Hello, I'm Gary Jacobson with the Texas Barbecue Posse. We're here today with Grant Pinkerton, who runs a great spot in Houston called Pinkertons. We're sitting in his watering hole. He calls it the neighborhood watering hole. He doesn't go home much. He lives upstairs. And we're going to talk a little barbecue today, how he got into business and what he's found out. He's got an experiment running out back right now, cooking. You might ask him about that. But I do want to get into the first thing. He's a UT rhetoric and writing grad.
Yes.
So how did you get into this barbecue racket, coming out of that background?
Well, when you write, you got a lot of time. So I graduated from school. I really liked writing, and I graduated in 2013, moved back to Houston. I asked one of my buddies, where's the best place to get barbecue in Houston? He said, well, let's just drive back to Austin and hang out for the evening. So I said, well, let's just go to the store and buy some meat, and I'll cook it, and you guys can come eat it and whatnot. I started cooking when I was about 12 years old. I asked for a barbecue pit. My dad bought me one, and that's what started it. And in high school, I was in FFA and agriculture, and my ag projects, I was building barbecue pits and raising animals and doing whole hog roasts or barbecues at my house, which at the time I did not think was like, expert level barbecue for a high school kid.
Great training now.
Right. They turned out really great, and in retrospect, that was quite a big undertaking for a high school kid. So I started the business in my backyard for my buddies. Everybody liked it. Circle of friends started growing. Started making more money selling barbecue out of my backyard than I was at my job. So I quit the job, lived with my parents, took all the money that I made and invested in a little trailer and started pulling it around and selling meat.
So you've been, I remember we were talking earlier about our first trip to Houston back, it must have been 2011, and we called it a barbecue wasteland. But it's improved tremendously since then. And you've been here that whole time. What have you seen change in the time you've been watching?
Well, this is a big city. Somebody actually asked me when I moved back, why didn't you just open in Austin? If you like living in Austin, you went GT. I said, man, it's a quarter of the population and 10 times the barbecue restaurants. I said, this is a much better place to open a barbecue restaurant. I think kind of what you're starting to see is kind of almost like, the barbecue renaissance, the revolution, kind of mirrors the industrial revolution where people are moving from the country to the city to start their barbecue businesses. If you look at the Texas monthly list, a lot of it is in metropolitan areas.
Good explanation. You were describing before your thoughts as you were setting up the business, thinking about setting up the business, how important it was to get people through the line quickly. Expand on that a little bit.
The very first day we opened, it was everybody's first day here. We had several hundred, 400 or 500 people come through that day, and I mean, it took a long time. Everybody was congratulating me, but that really drove home the point of what I learned before was let's overstaff this place. Let's get it so when it does grow, I believe in this product. When it does grow, we can get people through here quickly. My dad works downtown, and there's a tunnel system there. And there was that old dumpling place, and all growing up, he'd always tell me about this dumpling place that was, in, out. There's always a huge line, but it moves super quick. And the importance of it moving super quick was that you have an hour and a half to make money at lunch with business guys. And you can make as much money as many people as you can feed in that hour and a half. So the faster you can get them through, the more money you can make. I kind of transitioned that to barbecue, and Fridays, if there's a line out the door, I kind of pride myself on the fact that it's only going to take you 15 minutes from outside all the way through the line to having your food, which is a lot better than going to a sit-down restaurant.
So, if you were to advise somebody coming here for the first time, what would you tell them to get of yours?
Moist brisket, glazed pork ribs, because that's something that we do that a lot of people don't really do, and I kind of feel like it's a signature item. The beef rib is fantastic. The turkey is pretty excellent.
Turkey is an emerging meat. I think it's already an established one. That's been fun to watch.
I was a holdout. I had chicken and not turkey. Now I have chicken and turkey. I really don't like cooking chicken. It's good, but for me, turkey is a lot better.
So how do you keep your turkey moist? I mean, Aaron dunks it in that little butter tray before he puts it on. Yesterday, though, we found somewhere, he just cut it and put it on the...
It was nice and moist?
Good.
Well, that's how it's going to be here. There's no dunking here. We cook it right. Actually, the first time when I experimented with the turkey, one of my friends was playing a country show, and I went to see it, and I put the turkey on the pit, and I went to the show, and I totally forgot about it. And I came back, and I opened to check, when I got back from the show, I opened to check the briskets, and I was, oh man, the turkey's still in the pit. So I pulled the turkey out and I sliced it, and it was like super moist and great. And I said, well, this is perfect. I stuck it on a place in the pit where I couldn't put any other meat. I forgot about it, and it still turned out good. We're putting it on the menu.
So I think we've run into many pit masters who have mattresses sleep in their pits when they're cooking. I think you're the first one who actually lives on site, which has got to be some advantages to that. And when we walked through the back there, you had your experimental pit. Tell us quickly what you got on there you're experimenting with.
So back there, I have a very traditional cinder block pit. We do cabrito on there. We do all sorts of different meat. And today we're going to do briskets over mesquite coals, kind of cowboy briskets. Just kind of Sunday afternoon experiment. I call it my backyard. People come, they'll hang out. We'll do barbecue experiments and just pretty much hang out and have our own personal barbecue at my house while the rest of the shop is running out front.
Sounds like you're having a great time in this business.
Absolutely. I mean,
You're 28 years old, going for it. You know, okay, good.
Open to club, barbecue clubhouse.
All right. I'm an old newspaper dinosaur, and I always wrapped up my newspaper interviews with people, whether they were CEOs or whatever. What wasn't I smart enough to ask you about that's really important, interesting, whatever about you?
That's a good
or
question.
your operation, or your favorite music. That's your free shot question.
Well, you forgot to ask me what my pits were named.
What are your pits named?
All right, so the left one is Waylon and the right one is Willie. And since Willie cooks the brisket, he's always smoking. 24 hours a day, all the time. Willie's always smoking.
That is great.
And I actually named him that before I realized that Willie was the one that had the briskets and it never goes out.
2 long careers, too.
Yeah.
Great. I think we're going to end on that one. Excellent.
Right.
Gary Jacobson here with Texas Barbecue Posse. We just got done with a nice interview with Grant Pinkerton. Best of luck and congratulations on making a Texas Monthly Top 50.
Thank you very much.